My family, page 6, owned by Rupert Murdoch, has this very, very nasty habit of asking people who've been seen standing next to Meghan, people who are close to Meghan, people who are friends with Meghan, questions about Meghan. And page 6, owned by Murdoch, is responsible also, is partly responsible for the ongoing hate campaign against Meghan. Harry is suing a tabloid owned by Rupert Murdoch. That's what Harry is doing. But yet, carnival of so-called experts working for Murdoch want to go and ask people who are close to Meghan questions about her. And my family, we have seen this happening to Wendell Pierce, who played Meghan's father on Suits. And now it is happening to the beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful actress Melissa McCarthy. Personally, I'm a huge fan. And she was asked a question about Meghan by a carnival of so-called experts working for page 6. She was asked questions about the criticism that Meghan gets. And my family, I have always told you this. Before I show you what she said, my family, I have always told you this. It is wrong. It is unfair to call all these articles full of negativity and hate targeting Meghan, Harry, and even their kids. It's unfair to call it, my family, criticism. It's unfair. It is wrong. It's abuse. And last time I checked, abuse and criticism have very different meanings, my family, in the dictionary. What Meghan experiences on a daily basis is racism, abuse. That is what Meghan is subjected to by the media, by even Murdoch on page 6. To my family, it is gaslighting when a carnival of so-called expert working for Murdoch is going to ask the wonderful McCarthy Melissa questions about my family, what they call the criticism that Meghan receives. Meghan is not criticized. She is abused. There is a difference. There is a difference. And my family, please hear what Melissa McCarthy said about my family, Meghan. Now, if you can remember, Melissa was part of my family, Meghan's 40th birthday. She made a wonderful comedy video with Meghan, for Meghan's 40th birthday. My family a while back. So it shows that she and Meghan are extremely close. And my family hear what she said about her wonderful pal and friend Meghan. My family, please kindly hear this.
For no reason, people just like to be attacked. And a smart, interesting woman that has her own life, for some reason, is incredibly threatening to some people. And I always think, how inspiring. I've never once been threatened by someone who's amazing. I just think, how inspiring. So it's really on the people throwing the hate. It's Meghan's wonderful. Like strong women. For no reason, people just like to be attacked. And a smart, interesting woman that has her own life, for some reason, is incredibly threatening to some people. And I always think, how inspiring. I've never once been threatened by someone who's amazing. I just think, how inspiring. So it's really on the people throwing the hate. It's Meghan's wonderful. Like strong women.
Meghan is wonderful, my family, said Melissa McCarthy, who is Meghan's very, very good friend. And once again, I want to quote her words, my family. She said, and I quote, it bums me out for every woman and every person that for no reason people just like to attack. You know? She said that she is perplexed and dismayed by the vicious barrage of hate hurled towards Meghan. And my family, as you can hear, Meghan is not criticized. She is abused. My family, those words, abuse and criticism, have two very, very different meanings. But the Murdoch press somehow like to call what they do to Meghan every single day, their attacks and abuse of Meghan, they like to call it, my family, criticism. And that is wrong. And that is so wrong. That is so wrong. And my family, we must call out what is happening. We must call out the abuse of Meghan, because Meghan is being abused by the media, by the Murdoch press, by Truth Online, by William, by Charles, by Kay, by Camilla. Meghan is not being criticized, my family. She's not. And that is a fact, my family. And Melissa also said this, and I quote, a smart, interesting woman that has her own life, for some reason, is incredibly threatening to some people, says Melissa McCarthy. A smart, interesting woman that has her own life, for some reason, is incredibly, my family, threatening to some people. And my family, let me kindly just say this. There's one word here that's missing. A smart, intelligent, happy woman. Meghan is happy. She's living her life. She isn't, my family, destroyed. I think that's the word to use, my family. Meghan hasn't been destroyed. She's standing. She's thriving. She's glowing. She's out there kissing her husband. Their marriage is intact. And that is what the carnival of so-called experts and trolls online are unwilling to accept. Then no matter what they've thrown towards Harry and Meghan, Meghan still has a smile on her face. Meghan is still engaging in commercial ventures. Yesterday, I played you a video of Nana Akua saying this: when will this woman ever give up? My family, that's what they want to see. Her broken, Meghan giving up everything, her marriage to Prince Harry, her happiness, that mansion in Montecito that Turkey media always demand Harry and Meghan move to a smaller place. They want to see Harry and Meghan broken. Because the thing is, Turkey media promised their readers that Prince Harry will come back begging. And it's been 4 years, and Harry still lives in the US. Even worse for Turkey media, a few days ago, they're complaining that Prince Harry had updated his personal information in his Travelist charity forms, stating that my family, his primary residence is in the US. And the tabloids have been so pissed. They are so pissed over that. So pissed and so angry. That they keep on dreaming that maybe they'll see Harry deported. They are desperate. They are very desperate. They can't accept Harry's rejection of all of them. They can't accept him, family. And that's why whenever they see Harry and Meghan engaging in a new commercial venture, engaging in more and more businesses, my family, doing more and more businesses, the carnival of so-called experts even get more and more angry because they don't like seeing Harry and Meghan doing well. They don't like seeing Harry and Meghan thriving. It angers them. It pisses them off. What they want to see is Meghan miserable. My family. That's what they want to see. That's what they want to see. They want to see Meghan miserable, unhappy, crying, in tears. That's what Wikimedia and trolls online want to see. However, what they keep on seeing is Harry and Meghan thriving and living the best lives of family, the best lives. And that's why they're always so bitter and angry, because no matter what they've done, they've been unable to destroy my family, Harry and Meghan. My family, and even someone said these words on the hatred and this obsession that Wikimedia have, towards Harry and Meghan, or have with Harry and Meghan, have on Harry and Meghan and family. Someone said this, and I quote, "One of the reasons people cling so stubbornly to hate is that they realize at the moment hate is gone, they are gonna have to deal with pain." I want to repeat that because I have a point to make. One of the reasons that people cling so stubbornly to hate is that they realize that the moment hate is gone, they're gonna have to deal with pain. And think about the Wikimedia and the carnival of so-called experts who write columns for various tabloids in the UK, Daily Mail, The Sun, the Mirror Express, that regularly, my family, attack Harry and Meghan on a daily basis. Think about how desperate they are to get Harry back. Not even that. Think about my family, how they refuse to accept that Harry is not coming back. Think about that for a second, my family. It's been 4 years after Harry and Meghan fled the UK. But still, with each and every single passing day, Wikimedia always try to find a way to drag Harry or Meghan back to the UK. I mean, you've seen this stuff whereby Prince Harry apparently is expected to be in the UK on May 8th for the Invictus Games 10th anniversary service. I have seen, and I have spoken about this carnival of so-called experts like Tom Quinn saying that if you don't come, you're going to have some explaining to do. They speak to Harry as if Harry is a child. Yet Harry is a husband, he's a father, my family. He pays his own bills. And when someone pays his own bills, my family, when someone pays their own bills, you have no right to tell them what to do. And the fact is, Harry and Meghan pay their own bills. But you're having a carnival of so-called experts demanding Harry comes over, or else. Like, it's a threat, my family. If you don't come, you'll have some serious explaining to do, my family, to Prince Harry in particular. And when Harry doesn't show up, once again, I have no idea if he'll come or not. If he doesn't, still, you are having other events that Wikimedia are still talking about, hoping that Prince Harry will come over. You have the Duke of Westminster's wedding. Also, Wikimedia are asking, will Harry come? You have Balmoral. Yesterday, I spoke about this. They're asking, will Harry come? My family, before Christmas, you'll see also carnival of so-called experts demanding Harry comes over for Christmas. 4 years later, after Harry fled the UK. And one thing that right now somehow gives them some hope. You know what? Despite Harry not coming over, when we want him to, you know what? Maybe he'll be deported. I have seen that somehow that is giving some carnival or so-called experts some hope. In the words of Patrick Christie's, a carnival of so-called expert who works for GB News, he said, do you believe Prince Harry can be forced to stay here in the UK? When talking about this case by Heritage against the Department of Homeland Security. My family, this just goes to show what really hurt the UK tabloid media so much is Harry's rejection, not Meghan's, my family rejection, not Meghan's rejection. Harry's rejection hurt them so much, and they can't accept it. But instead of saying sorry to Prince Harry, instead of apologizing to Harry for the hell they put him and Meghan through, they prefer to be hateful to Prince Harry, his wife, and his kids, while then somehow, hoping that Harry's going to come back to them, my family. Because 4 years later, and they have not reached the acceptance stage that Harry is gone and he is not going to come back and rejoin the royal fold and become a working member of the royal family, serving Charles. Because that means, if Harry does that, it means he'll have to have every single carnival or so-called expert who abused him around him, covering his events. He'll have to be around his abusers once again, with his abusers making money off of him, my family. Off of his misery. Because the thing is, they don't want Harry back when he's married. They want Harry back without Meghan. They want to see him divorced. And as I've said, if Prince Harry were to lose his wife Meghan and his kids, and let's say have Charles, William, Camilla in his life, Harry is the one who will be the loser. Harry will be the one who is the loser, my family. Which is what Wikimedia want. Because spares in the monarchy, in Britain's royal family, are destroyed by the Wikimedia, my family, and by the farm. That's how it happens, from Margaret to Andrew, and they want to do the same thing to Prince Harry. And the more he stays away, the more carnival or so-called expert, my family in the UK, are showing just how, full of pain they are because Harry left. Even right now, they're complaining about Harry leaving 4 years later. 4 years later, they are still complaining that Harry left. 4 years later, my family. I think I had this carnival of so-called expert called Charles Ray, who wrote for the Sun tabloid and is a commentator for GB News and Talk TV. He was like, things went bad when they chose to leave. Harry and Meghan did not want to leave. They were forced to leave. And the thing is, UK media always say that Prince Harry chose to leave. And my family, they believe he chose to leave because when they were abusing Meghan, they never thought Harry would live with Meghan. That's why they say that Prince Harry chose to leave, because the option was never for Harry to leave. There was no option to leave, as Harry said. However, for Meghan, my family, to the media, to the farm, to William, to Charles, they wanted Meghan to leave. And they still want Meghan to, my family, leave Prince Harry. And that's why they always call for Meghan to be the one to pull the plug on the marriage and say, you know what, I've had enough, I'm leaving. It's if you have noticed, family, if you have noticed really, it is Meghan who is normally asked, who you can demand that she's the one who leaves Harry again and again and again. And that's why they go after her in particular mostly. You know? And my family, right now, you're having a situation whereby still the carnival of so-called experts who claim to, you know what, we loved Harry, we loved Harry, we loved Harry, are struggling to deal with their pain, to deal with the pain of Harry's rejection. That is what they're struggling to deal with. I have heard carnival of so-called experts like Arthur Edwards be like, Prince Harry, he used to buy me a drink, but now he doesn't. Palace staff members at Kingston Palace were angry because Harry did not leave his mortal bed to go and serve them coffee. To go and serve staff members coffee. And they were like, ever since Harry got married, he won't serve us coffee anymore. Staff members are angry. Harry won't leave his mortal bed to come over and serve them coffee. You think Harry is the one who's a staff member of my family, who is the staff member of my family. What is going on is that these haters who spread hate targeting Harry, Meghan, and their kids are people who are unable to deal with the pain of having zero access to Harry, Meghan, and their kids. They're struggling with the pain. And they prefer to cling on to their hate because they realize that the moment it's gone, they're going to have to deal with the pain. The pain of Harry choosing Meghan, Archie, Lilibet over them. And before I forget, also a carnival of so-called expert called Judith Woods, a few years ago, wrote an article with a headline that my family says this, and you can even go and look it up. It said, Meghan, don't make Harry choose between you and us. Members of the Royal Rota, those who cover members of the Royal Fund for a living, were like, Meghan, don't make Harry choose between you or us. And then Harry chose. And they're angry still that he chose. And they're like, Harry, you're going to come back? You're going to come back? You come back to us. Come back to what? To his abusers? My family? To his abusers? To people who attack his wife every day? Because the fact is, my family, it is those so-called royalists who can't accept that Prince Harry married a woman of color. He chose her and will always choose her. A carnival of so-called experts actually thought that Prince Harry would choose the UKW media over his own wife, over his own son. They actually thought that. The family. It's like a jilted ex who can't accept that, the person that they fell in love with and who did not reciprocate, that love, has moved on with their lives and they want nothing to do with you. So you're taking everything that person loves, because you can't stand seeing him happy. Because you're in pain. You're in so much pain. And you want to show your hate because when it's gone, what you are going to be left with is pain. And my family, I can tell you for a fact, UK media are in pain. They are in pain. Many carnival of so-called experts are losing their jobs. Palmer Richard lost his job at the Daily Express family, at the Daily Express. And these are people who are like, you know what? We are making so much money from covering Harry and Meghan. And they thought Harry would never leave. He will never leave, no matter what we put him through, no matter the abuse. He will never leave. He left. He left. He left. And even right now, they can't accept that my family, he left my family. The fact is, UK media and the firm had a chance to treat Meghan with respect, to show her love, because Meghan came with love. My family. Meghan came there with love because she fell in love with Prince Harry. I even remember what Meghan said in the Harry Meghan documentary, that there is nothing that I didn't do to try and fit in. Nothing. Meghan also said that she didn't want to embarrass the royal family. So she tried so hard to fit in. But my family, because of her race, no matter what she did, nothing was ever good enough. No matter how good she was, even as Meghan said, nothing was ever good enough, my family. Meghan, because of even how good she was told, Meghan, you need to be 50% of yourself, because William and Kim are lazy and full of envy towards Harry and Meghan's star power. They can't step up to Harry and Meghan. And so even they chose to be abusive to Meghan in particular, hoping that she would leave and that they'll go back to, having William, Kate, and Harry following them around like the third wheel that my family, they've always used Harry as for a very long time. Even William can't accept that Harry moved on. He can't accept it, my family. And the thing is, Meghan is someone who has had an amazing positive impact on Harry's life, and that is a fact. That is a fact. Meghan has had an amazing impact on Prince Harry. Harry now is someone, my family, is a responsible man, a father, a husband. He pays his own bills and doesn't have to depend on his father for money. In my family, that's called being responsible. That's called being responsible in family. And the thing is, if there's this video I saw today of someone saying this, that if you are still living in your mother or your father's house and you still depend on your father and mother for money, you still have not really grown up yet. You're still a child. Listen, it isn't wrong to depend on your father or mother for money. It's okay. It's good. It's fine. It's fine. But there comes an age whereby any man or even woman, my family, wants to be able to provide for themselves, to pay their own bills, my family. I myself, I reached that age whereby I was like, listen, I don't want to keep asking my mom for money. I want to work, I want to pay my own bills. I have reached that level, and I'm happy to have reached that level. But UK media would have had Harry begging his father for money for eternity. For eternity. For the rest of his life. Even Tina Brown, another carnival of so-called experts, say that, Prince Harry, you need to end your deals with Netflix. And you know what? If you do that, then your father is ready to provide for you. Because the thing is, money has been used as a weapon to control members of the royal family, those who are lower in the line of my family succession. And of course, UK media want control over Harry. But they can't control him if he pays his own bills. However, if he's dependent on powerful money, then UK media can't control him. The UK media have Harry right where they want him. And they don't just have Harry, they'll also be having his kids. My family. And that's why I always emphasize the importance of Harry and Meghan earning their own living, making their own money. That's why UK media spend their time sabotaging each and every single commercial venture Harry and Meghan have. I mean, they were like, you know what? The deal with Netflix is going to end, next year. And after that, what will Harry and Meghan do? they really still hope that when the deal ends, or my family, that something can happen and that Harry will be deported, that Harry will come back. That Harry will come back. Because even right now, they refuse to accept that he's gone. They don't want to deal with the pain that it is because of their vile abuse and mistreatment of Harry's own family. That is what made Harry take Meghan and Archie and flee the UK. They still don't want to accept responsibility for Harry fleeing the UK. And that's why UK media would much rather blame Meghan for Harry leaving than blame themselves. You know? That's why they came up with the term Megxit. A term so full of misogyny towards Meghan, because they would much rather blame anyone else for Harry leaving than themselves, than their abuse, than their insults towards Meghan. Yesterday also, I showed you a video of Nana Kua once again, my family, saying that if Harry and Meghan had stayed, if they had, just bided their time, they'd been patient, then you know what? Then Meghan would have been allowed to launch, our own lifestyle brand. And that's a lie. That's a lie. It's never going to be allowed. Never. Never. It's never going to be allowed. Never. They were never going to allow that. Never. I mean, they're the ones who forced Meghan to close How Broke the Tig that made her money. While Charles was telling Harry, there is no money for Meghan. There's no way the media would ever have allowed Harry and Meghan to earn a living elsewhere. No way. No way. No way would they have allowed that, my family. No way would they have possibly allowed that. My family, every time they say this stuff, oh, Meghan and Harry, if only you could have stayed, it shows you that even right now, 4 years later, still, they can't accept. Harry was told to choose, and he chose Meghan and Archie over the UK media, over his abusers. And his abusers would much rather blame Meghan for it than their abuse of Prince Harry. And why is that? Because for a long time, Prince Harry was programmed to accept abuse. Even in spare, and I even cried when I read what Harry, my family, said. Was speaking about the attacks on Meghan. Harry said that, Eneko, this woman had done nothing wrong. I have been abused with the media, but you know what? I deserved it, said Harry in spare. Harry, you never ever deserved any abuse, no matter what you did. Because the thing is, the job of the media is not to abuse. Their job is to report the news and then move on. But UK media are abusive. Harry, neither you or Meghan ever deserved any abuse from the UK tabloid media. The job of the media is not to abuse. It is not to abuse. It isn't. It is not to abuse. My family. So this, carnival of so-called experts, they refuse to accept the Harry chose. And they thought to be hateful to my family to cover their pain, to hide their pain or deal with the pain of Harry choosing Meghan Archie, over the toxic UK media, my family, over them. And my family, as UK media continue with their abuse towards Harry and Meghan, as they continue defaming Harry and Meghan, do they think that will make Harry and Meghan come back? It will not. It will not. It won't. It's never going to do that. Abuse only drives Harry and Meghan away. It does not bring them to the table. And by now, you'd think that UK media would have learned, but clearly they haven't learned. Abuse drives Harry and Meghan away. It doesn't bring them to the table. It does not. And the more UK media abuse Harry and Meghan, the more Harry and Meghan will keep and maintain the distance from the UK and protect the peace and mental health. The more, even when Harry pays a visit to the UK, he'll leave in not less than 24 hours with family. He'll leave the UK, and UK media will complain about the time Harry has spent in Britain. So my family, here's what the carnival, all so-called experts need to do my family. They need to leave Harry and Meghan alone. And they need to know that there's no way that Harry will ever wine or dine with his abusers. No way, my family. No way. And Meghan will keep on thriving. Always. And my family, this hate campaign will not break Meghan. Never. Never. My family, never. I know that the racist UK media want to see Meghan broken. They will never ever see Meghan broken. Never, never. They almost succeeded in breaking Meghan in the UK. But in the US, my family, as Meghan and Harry live in that gorgeous mansion in my family Montecito, UK media will not break Harry and Meghan. My family. And my family, and so thank you, Melissa McCarthy, for speaking the truth here. There are some people who are just, threatened by Meghan's, wisdom, how she's so smart, how she's so beautiful, and also my family intelligent. That Prince Harry chose her to be the mother of his kids, and some people will never ever accept that. My family, they need to accept you. They need to accept your family and just, move on. And there are mediocre Karens who dreamed of Harry choosing them. But then Harry chose Meghan, a smart woman, and they can't, my family, accept it. So the Karens are spending their time spreading racist conspiracy theories targeting Meghan because they can't stand that Harry chose her. To the Karens out there who are bitter that Harry chose Meghan, accept it and move on. And just leave Harry and Meghan alone. Accept it and just move on and leave Harry and Meghan alone. Leave Harry and Meghan alone. And also, it is worth noting that everyone who's ever been seen with Harry and Meghan only has but nice things to say about Harry and Meghan. So thank you, Melissa McCarthy. And shame on page 6, because they know fully well that they are part of the hate campaign towards Meghan. That they're the ones who are trying to break Harry and Meghan. But you know what? You won't succeed. You won't succeed. My family. Now, with that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lily, Bedana, and Doria Ragland, and all of you members who are at home. He never wins. Love wins, and stay tuned to our next video. Now, tell me kindly, your thoughts on what Mr. McCarthy say, my family. I want to hear your opinion on that. And may God bless Harry and Meghan. And may no weapon formed against Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet, Diana ever prosper. And as I always say, choose love, not hate. Love always wins. Love always wins. Choose to be good. Choose love. And stay tuned to our next video. And the reason why even the smear campaign against Harry and Meghan has been a complete and utter failure. Because my family, hate, it never wins. It never wins. Only love wins. Love triumphs. UK media have been trying so hard to break and destroy Meghan with lies. My family, the truth always comes out. Always. And that's why whenever they lie about Meghan, the truth is always revealed. Kate lied. Meghan had made her cry. The truth was revealed. My family. The UK media lied that Harry and William are close. The truth has been revealed. Hate never wins, my family. Love wins. And stay tuned to our next video. And what God has put together in Harry and Meghan, let no man or woman ever separate. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you also forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.